Hello everyone, this is Kelvin Nation. This time let me talk about body language blunder. What is body language blunder is about? When you go for any kind of interviews, you have to check about your body. Your body language speak a lot about it, whether you are confident or whether you are nervous, whether you are having inferiority complex or you are full confidence. What is your supreme confidence that is being shown by your body language? Many of times the students and candidates are saying that, sir, I did my best effort but I'm not selected. The HR is partial. No, never. The HR never ever partial. They are years and years recruiting people every day. They know much more better than you. That is why you have to check your body language. Now, let us see about what is body language blunder. Number one is slouching. When you're giving your interviews, don't show that you're very tired. You're not appealing. You're not interested. The way how you see, the way how you work, the way how you're speaking. Show your energy. So your body language is full of interested, active, alive, and kicking. So you're 100% interested in front of the HR. Be active and alive. That is called as slouching. Number two is about your eye contact. Many times, many of the students are making mistake at this portion. Number one, what you have to check is exaggerated gestures. Seeing with your big eyes, with your great eyes to the HR, that is negative, that is wrong. This shows that you are nervous, you are not comfortable, you are feeling inferiority complex. So don't ever give any kind of exaggerated gestures. The second one is watching the clock. When you are seeing your watch, when you're watching the clock, this shows that you are not appealing, you are not interested anymore. You want to move from the premises. You want to go as fast as you could. You don't want to sit anymore in the interview. That is negative and wrong. The next one is rolling eyes. You're sitting in front of the HR and you're rolling your eyes ups and down here and there. That is very, very cheap and mean. That shows that you are cynical, you are cunning, you are not professional. That is totally to be avoided. The next one is avoiding eye contact. You're sitting in front of the HR and you are not seeing the face of the HR. That is totally wrong. When you're sitting in front of the HR, you have to give always eye contact. If the board members are 2 or 3, you have to see to the points of the eyes whom you are speaking with. For example, if the chairman is putting a question on you, you have to see the chairman's eyes. If the second member is putting a questions, you have to see to the points of the eyes of the second member. Always give eye contact. That is professional and acceptable. The third one is turning yourself away from others. Don't ever turn away from the HR. Always face it. Your body language shows that you are very interested in front of them. So you're full 100% interest. Don't ever use your hand support nor use your back support. Come a little bit up front and show your body language that you are full of interest. Don't never ever turn away from them. Number 4 is inconsistency. Know that the HR has the right to ask any kind of questions. They can put you psychological questions or they can put you questions which you have to give your own opinions, ideas and views and their likes. They have the right to ask you anything. That doesn't mean that they want to provoke you or they want to insult you, they want to make you hyper and irate you. No, never. What they want to check is about only your presence of mind, leadership quality, convincing power, then your analytical ability only. In one of the interview, one of the boys being put a question that is UPSC examinations. The board member asks the questions. Your mother is a prostitute. Why do you come for this interview? But the boy is wise enough and he said that my mother might be a prostitute, but I'm really proud of her. Because of her, I'm coming up to this stage. Moment when I get this job, my mother recruited, that is very positive. So the HR can ask you any kind of questions. Be ready to give that right answer. So your positivity, so your analytical problem solving ability, so your presence of mind. The next one is hands movement. Whenever you're sitting in front of the HR, don't close your fingers. Cleansing fish or fingers, closing your arms, closing your legs. That is totally wrong. Why? This shows that you're very stubborn, you're very, very arrogant, and you're close-minded, you're self-centered, you're narrow, you are not friendly, you have no team spirit. The other one is, number 6 is about exaggerated nodding. When you give any kind of interview, don't do too much overdoing. Excess of anything is not good. Nodding, yes, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Over submissive is not professional. You have to do at the right extent only. The next one is fidgeting. What is fidgeting about? Uneasy tightness of movement of your body during the interview. That is not acceptable. Just moving your hands like this or touching your body portion here and there, or moving uneasily with full tightness. That kind of things to be avoided in the time of interview. So avoid fidgeting. The next one is too close to the board members. They should be avoided. In one of the interview, a boy is being put a question, tell me something about yourself. And the boy replied it, sir, you are my neighbor. You are my father's best friend. You know me everything. Why should you ask you these kind of questions? That kind of questions and answers should be avoided. It can be a best friend, it can be a father's friend, but don't go too close. Be professional. Follow the rules. That should be the right way of giving the answers in the time of interview. The last one is weak handshake. When you give any kind of interview, don't hold your hands very weakly. Put your hands straight, hold it tightly and firmly, and shake your hand properly. This shows that you are interested, you are welcome. You welcome your friends, you're very friendly, you have a team spirit, and you're very professional. So when you give any kind of handshake in a meeting and you're parting in the interview, hold it tightly and properly. Show your body language that you are the fit well, you're the right person to be chosen. Okay guys, thanks for your watching. If you like it, please share and subscribe it.